This is Watcher Style. Today's video is gonna be on Frank Mueller. Mueller. So, Frank Mueller, not Frank Miller, as most people say. I don't know why people call me and ask me about Frank Miller. Guys, Frank Miller was a comic book writer. He had nothing to do with watches, but I could see how it's confusing and how the brand can be overlooked. So Frank Mueller is a brand that kind of leaves a little bit of a sore on all of us in the watch world, They had many, I want to say successful, because they did sell a lot of them, and they did, they were popular at some point, and that was the Frank Mueller Conquistador, then they had the King Conquistador and stuff like that, but then they also had another famous model, was the Frank Mueller Crazy Hours. Look, these watches were popular in the late 90s and the early 2000s, and they kind of had that trend. I could be wrong, but I feel like they were the first watches that kind of sported that Tonneau rectangular shape on the cases, that now is more than an excessive hit for brands like Richard Mille, or Richard Mille, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't really care. But they were kind of the first watches that I felt were mainstream luxury with those case designs. The problem was that the movements were just completely man. If you ever looped one of these Conquistadors in and out, I don't know, man. Something happened there with that brand, and somewhere along the line there, they took a massive nosedive. Nowadays, it's really hard to get people to touch Frank Mueller, even with a 10-foot pole. Guys, I'm just stating the facts of what happened. I'm not trying to encourage anybody to think anything. This is the facts, okay? In the last 5 years, if you've been trying to sell an old Frank Mueller that you have, you'll notice that's kind of what everyone's trying to tell you. It's like you're bringing them the Black Plague, The Black Plague. It's like you're bringing it's the kiss of death. The second you bring one of those Conquistadors, especially the Crazy Hours. And that being said, not too long ago, I had a client come in with a watch, and from a distance, I was like, man, it's kind of nice. What watch is that? And he goes, oh, it's a Frank Mueller. And I said, what? Kind of caught me by surprise. And it actually was one of these Frank Mueller Vanguards, just like this, but it had a really nice nautical theme because it was blue on the inside, blue strap with the highlighted lighter rubber outsides of the strap in blue. Kind of caught my attention. I looked at it and I was kind of like, oh shit, damn. Not convinced fully, but right off the bat I realized, okay, this is something else. So now in 2016 and 17, they got this new line that's out, and it is different. The movements are better. I've read in a couple reviews and stuff. They might have just been misinformed, I read in a couple reviews that, for example, this Frank Mueller Vanguard skeleton chronograph, rose gold, I don't know whatever else you want to attach to it, had an in-house movement. I looked at myself, I see the ETA stamp. It pretty much looks exactly like a movement of a very non-popular brand nowadays that starts with an H. It looks exactly like it, just with a different rotor. But whatever, nevertheless, it is an upgrade from the previous models. Now, watch like this has a retail of $32,200, which is high, but not out in left field to nowadays standards compared to other brands. You know how I feel. If you're gonna buy one of these watches, you're gonna want a good deal. I'd go pre-owned. I'd go pre-owned on something like this and I'd beat it up. There's only time will tell what happens with these new Vanguard lines and Frank Mueller as a whole. There's many stories going on. You can research it. It's public records. There was a lot of controversy with the brand about 10 years ago. You know, I feel like they attacked the gray market too strong, and I don't know, I think it just kind of imploded. People just kind of moved on to other stuff, you know. But this particular one is stainless steel with like it has a retail of $8,200. You know, that's something that you can buy relatively inexpensive and pre-owned, and it's a good looking watch, you know. As far as the watch cane goes, I don't know how I feel yet. I think it's still doing time trials to roll with the big boys at this moment. But I figured I'd touch this topic with this brand because, you know, I've had people tell me, do reviews on Franck Muller, and in my head I'm kind of like, no, I'm not, you know. I really have nothing to say about the King Conquistador. You know, I mean, some of these rappers are still wearing it. In my opinion, is tuck that ice in, you know. Don't wear it. It happens. It's happened to all of us. We've all bought watches we regret later on. And that's the way I feel about those models. But these new ones, I figured it's worth bringing it out, talking a little bit about it. They are good looking. Now, as far as the brand, I would proceed with caution. But that's where we're at right now. In the future, as the brand evolves, I'll go ahead and I'll do more reviews on it. So if you're looking to purchase a watch, contact me at Eric, E-R-I-C, at crmjewelers.com. And if you like this video, please like and share. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel. My name is Eric. Watch your style.